Well, hey, good Friday evening, everyone. Welcome back to another edition, the final edition for this school year of Hometown Highlights, because the prep boys and girls basketball season is winding down, but we do have one final grand finale for you tonight, and that involves all the top matchups in the boys district final brackets. Now, 2 weeks ago, the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators had aspirations of a perfect regular season and making a return trip to the state championship game in East Lansing. Glen Lake spoiled the first goal last week when they upset them at home to end the hopes of that undefeated record. Now the Lakers can play spoiler again, meeting up with the Glads just 10 days later, and that meeting would take place tonight, the district final game in Boyne City. So let's take you to those highlights. The Glads, they look ready, and they're coming out ready right away. Glen Lake gets picked off early by Damon Sheehy, and he will break away for the Layhin. Sheehy again with the magic early on, and he makes his way down the court, just decides to take it himself, shuffles off the defender, and throws it right in the rim. And check out the student section. He has his own crowd and his own Halloween mask for trick-or-treating next year. Take note of that. Moving on, St. Francis dominates down low. Connor Archer, the big fella, gets that jumper to go. Coach Rick Rulis gives his Glen Lake team a much-needed pep talk, and it appeared to work because Peter Kokowitz here gets to Logan Lacrosse for the score. Next play, Glen Lake works the ball around until they find the big force in the middle, Mike O'Brien, always making the big baskets, at least when the cameras are rolling. And the big man will make another big play here as he shuts down St. Francis. And it will be off to the races for the Lakers, moving on down the floor. And that's, mark it down, 2 straight big wins over St. Francis in 2 weeks. The Lakers win by 10, 49-39. Class B district now in Mason County, at Mason County Central, where you got a strong student section, but the Vikings are well represented as well by those girls in the neon shirts. Cadillac right away hitting the 3-ball. Jalen Brooks, good shot there from distance. Spartans, though, they've got a nice inside game. Check out Colton Tyndall, drives inside, and he gets a whistle as well. You're going to the charity stripe, young man. Brooks then passes to Wyatt Lucas for another corner 3, and Cadillac really liked that spot. I don't know, Coach drew up a lot of plays there, but here's Nick Paquette with another long-range shot from pretty much the same location. Definitely a drill or two in the Cadillac practice. Back to Mason County. Peyton Tyndall now goes through the big trees of the Vikings for the basket there, and check it out, defense into offense. It's the best way to get points, and it's a good way for Nick Bennett to get on the highlight reel as well. Going back to Cadillac's side of the floor, Justin Lipdick is going to be the recipient of some Cadillac passing and gets the basket to go, and the Vikings, tough place to play. Mason County was home, but Cadillac gets the win, and they're moving on in the playoffs, 57-46. We have a Class D district final now in Bel Air. The Eagles hosting the Trojans. It's a rematch of the Ski Valley Conference teams playing the 3rd time this year. First up, Central's Matt Sexton with a basket. Tyler Thornton then for the Eagles with a 3. Chris Corbett there with a layup for the Trojans. In Bel Air here, Denny Hall lays one up, 2. They traded baskets, furious, fast and furious, just like the movies. Number 11, Jeff Joyce gets up a shot for Central Lake here. Then we have Thornton again, pretty much the same spot, no doubt his sweet spot. Central Lake, William Brockman gets a shot to go here off the backboard into the rim. Then Bel Air's Adam Underwood. Is he or is he not related to Carrie Underwood? We don't know. With beautiful jumper there, though, and beautiful girl he is. Number 14, Chase Ritchie. You heard the buzzer. He beats it. Good shot there. And Hunter Walsh then sinks a 3-pointer of his own. Sam Potter here for the Trojans answers with a jumper. But check this out. Freshman Hayden Nepoth gets in a layup for the Eagles. The Eagles are undefeated on the year. And Nepoth may be a freshman, but he helped them stay undefeated. They're moving on. They defeat Central Lake in this one. Impressive fashion. The Eagles, your district champs. Well, in some eyes, it was a subpar season for the Suttons Bay Norsemen. Now, they were never really a factor in the Northwest Conference title race, but a hot finish down the stretch led to some momentum for Suttons Bay in the postseason, potentially. Well, they would be hosts of a Class D district, and what do you know? They were in the finals tonight at home. Good fortune there, and their opponent standing in their way of moving on, the TC Christian Sabres, another hot team in the area as of late. Right away, though, Suttons Bay, Guy Beach now drives, misses the shot, but Aaron Orban is there. Put back goes. Then Cameron Tarleton hits a pull-up jumper himself. Suttons Bay off to a very impressive start at home. More Suttons Bay passing. Beach now finds Orban again. These two, the colossal connection, the Twin Towers, whatever you want to call them. Nice jump hook shot. But then the Sabres, Chris Crosby, Jesse here, they connect there, friendly rim shot. Crosby again with a miss, but David Bump is there for the tip. But the Norsemen, they're walking away with the district title at home. They win by 7, 54-47. District final in Mesik tonight featuring Frankfurt and Onekama. And those fans of the Onekama Well, first of all, watch out if you're on the sidelines. Mark Gillette almost got it taken to the hospital, it seemed. He's already got a cast on his arm, or he did, so he almost added another one there. Jolino with the board there, put back and the foul in Onekama. Quick Quinn Matthews, steal and a score there. And the Portagers are looking pretty good here in the fourth. Panthers miss free throw here, but they get the board, and Mason Lonely gets the and one, and we're not talking shoes. We're talking about that chance to add more points to the scoreboard. And then check out this football-style pass. I believe Owen Stratton's the QB, but it's March, Owen. You don't need to work on that long arm just yet. David Loney with the basket. Bryce Reckow hits a three, but the Panthers, they're your district champs in this one. There you see him hug them and enjoying it. They're moving on with a 60-50 win. Well, that'll do it for the boys basketball highlights. We want to mention some other district winners from around the area tonight, and that includes Pine River, Hillman, Baldwin, and St. Ignace all walking away with district trophies. And let's not forget about Big Rapids. Grayling, the Vikings, won tonight. Harbor Springs are moving on, and so is Cedarville. And the other three in our viewing area that we've yet to touch on, Beale City, Mayo, and Pellston. All these teams are moving on to regional play that will take place next Monday and Wednesday across the area. Well, strap on the skates. We're moving to state semifinal hockey now. The Sault Ste. Marie Blue Devils headed to Compuware Arena to play this team today in Plymouth. It was an exciting one as the Devils took on Flint Powers Catholic, went to double overtime before Eric Hillock. He was a star player in the quarterfinal. He was also able to break the tie in this one, and he also contributed to the Blue Devils, or also contributing for the Blue Devils with Benjamin Lacrosse and Blake Mastow. Now, Hillock scored 2 goals, including the game winner in double OT, and nothing gets much more special than this. It's one thing to see the crowd jam on the ice, but seeing the players jam on the ice, that's pretty good too. The Blue Devils, they'll now face Cranbrook Kingswood tomorrow in the finals. Puck drop is set for 2 p.m. We'll be following that one closely.